Let us solve problem number 1. Sydney can encode the result of QA visit in 6 hours. Joel, who is a slower and newly hired employee, helped Sydney, and together they finished the report in 4 hours. How long would it take Joel had he worked alone? Okay, so let us solve. Again, to solve this problem, my good practice is to put all the given in table so that we can easily analyze. So there are 2 involved person. So I will use 3 rows. The first column is for the name of the person in the problem. The second column is the rate of the person doing the job, and second column or the third column is the time, and then I should make it a little all right. So for the work problem, there are 2 persons involved. We need to write the name. The first the first person is Sydney. The second person is Joel. So this column is for their rate multiplied by the time. So this is the formula, multiplied by the time or the actual time to finish the job, and then is equal to the work done. All right, so based on the problem, Sydney can encode the result of K in 6 hours. So again, to get the rate of a person, if he works in 6 hours, just get the reciprocal. So for Sydney, 6 hours, the reciprocal of 6 is 1/6. That is his rate. Okay? So the only given here is 6 hours and 4 hours they work together. So that means the 4 hours here, this is their time if they work together. And 6 hours is the rate of Sydney. Okay, so let us plot. The rate of Sydney is 1/6, 6 hours. And Joel is how long would it take Joel had he worked alone? So that means the rate of Joel is unknown, or the hours that Joel worked alone is expressed in terms of 1/x. So this is the time for Joel to work alone, x. So to get his rate, 1/x. And since they work together, their time is the same. Their time is the same, 4, and this is also 4. So to get the work, just multiply rate and time. So this is 4, 1/6 times 4 is 4/6. And simplifying is, to simplify this one, this is 2/3. Common factor is 2. 2/3. And then 4/x for Joel. Now to get the equation for work problem, just get the sum 2/3 plus 4 over x. We should always equate the total work of the two persons equal to 1 for the whole job done. Okay? Again, we should always equate it to 1. The sum of this work of two persons should be equal to 1. Equal to 1, that means whole job. The whole job that they finish working together. So to solve this problem, since they have this is a fraction, the LCD, we get the LCD. The LCD, multiply the LCD. The LCD is 3x. So we just have to multiply to LCD plus 4 over x is equals to 1. Multiply both sides by their LCD. So this is 3x. The LCD is 3x. So 3x multiplied by 2/3, 3 will cancel here. So it becomes 2x plus 3x plus 4 over x. X will cancel out. Then 3 times 4 is 12. Is equal to 1 times 3x is 3x. Combine similar term. So this is 2x minus 3x is equals to transpose to the left. It will become negative. 3x transpose to the left and 12 transpose to the right. They will change the sign. So 2 minus 3x is negative x is equal to negative 12. Divide both sides by negative 1. The value of x is equal to 12. 12 cancel. The answer is 12 hours. 12 hours for Joel to finish the job alone. Alright, so let's move on to the next problem. Work problem number 2. A can do a piece of work in 10 days. After he has worked 2 days, B came to help him, and together they finish it in 3 days. How many days could B do the work alone? Okay, so these are the given worker A and worker B. Work A do a piece of work in 10 days, so that his rate is 1 over 10. And he worked for 2 days. That is his time. B came, helped him, and together they finished in 3 days. So this is the time they work together. So in how many days could B do the work? So for B, this is the number of days. The number of days or number of rate B do the work alone. Okay, so let us solve the problem. Again, let us draw a 3 rows. This column is for the name. This is for the rate. This is for the time, and this is for the work done. So this is the rate, and this is the time multiplied by time. This is multiplication is equal to the work. This is worker A, and this is worker B. Worker A has a rate of 1/10 because he worked in 10 days. 1/10. And his time is, he worked 2 days. So that is his time here. 2. And B helped him, and together they finish it in 3 days. So they work together. So in 3 days, their time in 3 days, they work together. So 1/10 plus 1/x. If they work together, the time of A is already given. Just get the sum of their rates. But the rate of B is unknown, so let it assign x. So x is our variable. So multiply over 10 is equals to 1/5. Then multiply this one. Multiplied by 1/10 plus 1/x. Alright, so again, let's get the equation. Just get the sum of work and then equate to 1 to get the whole job. So 1/5 plus 1/10 plus, when they work together, get the sum, is equal to 1. So let us simplify, solve. One fifth plus distribute 3/10 plus 3/x is equals to 1. So get the LCD. The LCD of the denominator is 10x. 1 times 5 and 10 is 5 times 2. And x is 1 times x. So therefore the LCD is 1 times 5 times 2 times x. That is why the LCD is 10x. All right, so multiply the term by the LCD, 1 over 5 plus 3 over 10 plus 3 over x is equals to 1. So this is 10x divided by 5 is this is 2x plus this one. 10 will cancel out and this will be 30x. Ano, 3x, sorry. This is 3x plus 10x multiplied by 3 over x. X will cancel out. So it will become 30 is equals to 10x. Combine similar term, 2 plus 3 is 5x plus 30 is equal to 10x. Transpose 5x minus 10x is equals to minus 30. Combine, so this is negative 5x is equal to negative 30. Divide both sides by negative 5. Negative 30 divided by negative 5. Cancel. X will be equal to 6. Six days. So B can do the job alone in 6 days. So that is the answer. Okay, so let's proceed to example. Question number 3, or work problem number 3. A man can do certain tasks in 21 days. Another can do the task in 28 hours. 21 hours and 28 hours. And a boy can do the task in 48 hours. Find how long will it take to do the task if all work together. So this is the clue here. They work together. That means their time are equal, are the same. Okay, and then the other is he worked 28 hours. A man 21 hours and a boy in 48 hours. So this is very easy. All the rates are given and they work all together, so therefore they have the same time. So let us solve the problem. So there are 3 unknowns. So again, let us draw a table. So this is for the rate, this is for the time, and this is for the work. So there are 3 persons involved. The man, another and there's a boy. So for a man, 21 hours, so the rate is 1 over 21. And for another is 1 over 28, that is their rate. And for the boy, the rate is 1 over 48. So let us put that in the table. For the man is 1 over 21. For other person is 1 over 28. And the other one is 1 over 48. Right? So since they have the same time, so this is the rate. The time multiplied, and this is equal to the work. Their time are the same, so we will let X as their time. Since they work together, so all of them are equal time. So multiply this one, so this is X over 21. This is X over 28. And this is X over 48. And let us get the sum is X over 21 plus X over 28 plus X over 48 is equal to whole work is equal to 1. So to simplify this one, get the LCD. So the LCD is of 21. The LCD is what is this? So this is 3 multiplied by 7. For 28, the factor is 7 times 4. And 48, factor of 48 is 3. Times 4, we will align here. 12 times 4. 12 times 4 is 48. And then the LCD, therefore, is 3 times 7 times 4 times 4 is equal to 336. So therefore, multiply both the equation by 336. 336 divided by 21 is 16. 336 divided by 28 is so plus 12. So this is 12x plus 336 divided by 48 is 7. So 7x is equals to 336. All right, so 16 plus 12 is 28 plus 7. This is and this is 7, 7, 12. This is 28. 35. 28 plus 7 is 35. 35x is equal to 336. So divide both sides by 35. 35 will cancel out. So x is equal to, the value of x is equal to 48 over 5, because if you're going to divide this by 7, common factor 7, 48 over 5, or in mixed fraction, 48 divided by 5 is equals to 9 times 5 is 45, 8 minus 5 is 3, this is 9 and 3/5. Hours. So each of them has 9 hours or 9.6 hours to finish the job. Okay, so let's proceed with, let's answer problem number 4. A swimming pool can be filled in 6 hours and requires 9 hours to drain. If the drain was accidentally left open for 6 hours while the pool was being filled, how long did it require for the pool to be filled? So a swimming pool is to be filled in, let's underline the given, 6 hours. And it requires 9 hours to drain. If the drain was accidentally left open, so it was open in 6 hours while the pool is being filled, how long did it require for the pool to be filled? Okay, so filled and open. So we will use the situation fill to be filled and the drain, fill and drain as our entry to our table. So there are 2 entries. So we use the swimming pool to be filled and drain. So this will be our, based on the situation. So the rate of the filling and multiplied by the time and is equals to work. So the question is, how long did it requires for the pool to be filled if accidentally the drain is open? So what is the rate of the filling? Filling is in 6 hours. So the rate is 1/6. And it requires 9 hours to drain, 1/9. This is the rate for draining. In 6 hours, if it is left open in 6 hours, so this is the time for the drain while the pool was being filled. So given the time of draining, so we are asked to find the time of filling the pool. So this is 1 for the filling, this is 1/6. For draining, this is 1/9. And the time for draining, it is left open in 6 hours, and the question is how long it will take to it requires for the pool to be filled. So that is the unknown as x. So multiply it, x over 6, multiply, this is 6 over 9. So simplify, this is 2 over 3. So the equation is, again, we have to equate x over 6 plus, not plus, since it is draining, the water is open. When we say drain, it should be minus 2 over 3. Is equal to 1. Okay. Again, it is minus because the water is draining. The outlet is left open. Okay. So multiply both the equation by the LCD. Let us solve. What is the LCD? 6 times 3 is 8. 6 and 3. How do we get the LCD? 3 times 2 and 3 is 3 times 1. So the LCD is 3 times 2, 6. So multiply both sides by 6. 6 divided by 6 is cancel. So it will remain x minus 6 divided by 3 is 2. 2 times 2 is -4. Is equal to 6. 6 times 1 is 6. So therefore, x is equals to 6 transposed to the right becomes positive 9. X is equals to 15. 15 hours is required to fill the pool. 10 hours to fill the pool. The swimming pool. All right, so let's move on to question number 5. So if 2 water pipes can fill a swimming pool in 18 hours, when both pipes are open, and one of the pipes can fill the pool alone in 30 hours, how long would it take the other pipe to fill the pool alone? Okay, so there are 2 water pipes to fill in 18 hours. So that is 1 over in 18 hours. So that is this is supposed to be our time in 18 hours. Both pipes, 2 water pipes can fill. in 18 hours. When both pipes are open and one of the pipes can fill the pool alone, so one of the pipes can fill the pool alone, so this is the rate of one of the pipe, 1/30. How long would it take the other pipe to fill the pool? So very clearly the other pipe rate is unknown. So let us solve. There are two pipes. So there are two pipes. Straight. This is the time and this is the work done. Alright, so let's say we have pipe 1 and then we have pipe 2. So this is the rate and this is the time and this is the work. So the rate of the first pipe, let's say the pipe number 1, let's say this is the pipe number 1, the rate will be 1/, is that 1/18. Time is the 18, 1 of the pipe is 1/30. So let's say we'll put the first pipe here of pipe number 1 of 1/30 and their time is 18 hours. Both pipes are open in 18 hours at the same time. The question is how long would it take the other pipe? So let's say the pipe 2 will be the unknown rate. So let x will be the time. So the rate of pipe 2 will be 1/x. So multiplying, this is 18 over 30 and then we have 18/x. Right, so the equation will be 18/30 plus 18/x is equal to 1. Always equate to 1. So the multiply both equation by the LCD. LCD is 30x. So the LCD is 30x. 30x divide by 18/30. 30 will cancels out, so the remaining will be 18x plus 30x. X will cancels out. 30 times 18 is 540. 30 times 18 is 540 multiplied by 30x. Okay, so combine similar term, x, 30x becomes negative, transposing to the left, and then transpose positive to positive 540 to the right, becomes negative 540. So negative 12x is equals to negative 540, divide by both sides by negative 12, x is equals to 540 divided by 12 is 45. So we have 45 hours for one or for pipe number 2 to fill the rate of this is the rate of this is the rate of pipe 2. How long? So 45 hours, so the rate will be 1 over x, 1 over 45 hours 2. This is the rate, 45 hours to fill. So its rate is 1 over 45. All right, so